Good morning, YouTube. Happy Wednesday. Well, I'm working on my first cup of coffee here. Just got back from my walk. I went on almost 5 miles today. The weather was awesome, and it's just a good time to get the blood running, get the blood pumping, and I'm ready to get on the phones this morning and put it down. But as I was going for my walk, I was remembering just how far we've gotten with marketing. And I remember that when I started my career in Final Expense in 2004, the type of marketing we were doing then was newspaper inserts, direct mail, and my favorite was television leads. And the reason that was my favorite marketing was because, one, we would get the lead within 24 hours. It was fresh, and it was extremely targeted for Final Expense coverage. But even though the television was my favorite marketing then, out of the three types that we were working, plus the cold door approach, the number one thing that I noticed right off the top was that clients would tell me, I filled out the card or I called into the TV commercial, I already got some insurance. I was looking to see how much you charge. Or they would tell me, I already got everything covered for my funeral. I was just looking to see how much it would cost. And I remember how much that would bother me. I would say man, what the hell? Why are these people calling in, wasting my time if they already got some insurance or they've already paid for the funeral cost? And it would bother me. And it was certain resistance that I had with dealing with that. I had a hard time dealing with it. Well, that was just because my perspective was not right. One, I was a new agent, and the way I was seeing things wasn't right. Well, with time, I understood that just because the client already has insurance doesn't mean they don't need any more to help cover the costs associated with their funeral costs today. Or just because the client already paid for their funeral doesn't mean that they can't afford or don't need some extra insurance to gift to a friend or family. So I was assuming something that wasn't there, and it was hurting my business. And I see that a lot today with new agents. They buy leads and they're under this impression that each one of these leads are going to be that client that's never bought insurance, has never done anything about it, and it's going to be an easy presentation and an easy close. And that's not the case. Well, it took me years to understand that. But we took advantage of it because, yes, I've been selling insurance for years. I started knocking on doors. I had a lot of success knocking on doors. Then I switched over to the phones, and I've had success on the phones. I'm not where I want to be at, but every single day I'm getting closer and closer to my goals. And my goal is to be able to write $1 million a month on the phones collectively with my group. And I'm not there yet. But every single day I'm working towards that. But part of our goals was to make sure that we can provide leads to our agency to reach that $1 million a month. And when we built our marketing agency specifically for phone business 3 years ago, X Telecom, the goal was to market to not just that person that never purchased insurance, but to aggressively market people that already have coverage by helping them understand that they can use more, by targeting heavily the folks that have already paid for everything, or the veterans, and helping them understand that they can buy discounted insurance to provide a money when they pass away. And I correct that. They can buy discounted dollars through an insurance. And we've been able to do that. And we've been generating more and more leads, which makes it possible for us to be able to not only sell leads to our agents, but also to provide leads to our partners that are also writing thousands of applications every single year. So think about that. There's three main reasons that when I started, I had a hard time dealing with 2 of them. But now we've embraced those 2 reasons. And we've been able to find more business. And we've been able to find more clients that want to quote because we market in that manner. So I share this with you because these were the challenges that I faced when I started in my career as an insurance agent. But also there were some of the challenges that I faced marketing. But we turned those challenges into opportunities. And today, we're able to do that with X Telecom. I currently close over 65% of the presentations that I make. All of my leads come from X Telecom. On transfers, when the live transfer comes through live, I am closing over 50% as the live calls coming through. And the reason my ratios are high is because, one, I've worked at my skill for many years and I understand what I do for my client. But more importantly, I know that I'm going to help that person in any of those 3 aspects. Second, I know that this person that's being transferred to me, there's not going to be resistance on this phone call. Maybe one objection, but other than that, there's not going to be resistance. And it's going to be double verified for banking credentials. And again, to make sure that they truly want a quote right then and there. And more importantly, all the disclosures involved with TCPA and DNC have been met. So that way, I am going to be at the best position to help my client find peace of mind, and I'm going to be able to do it many times over throughout the day. So take a look at your current lead vendor. Ask yourself what type of quality they're providing for you. Not just quality, but are they insured? Do they got your back? But more importantly, ask yourself, how much business are you walking away from each one of the leads that you have? Sometimes you just got to change your perspective, guys. And you can take a negative and totally turn it into a positive like we did many years ago. So remember, there's 3 reasons why we market to people. 1, they got no insurance. 2, they got some insurance, but they can use more. Or 3, they've paid for all their funeral arrangements or their veterans, but they can use insurance to leave money behind to their loved ones. And we can help them with that. If you want to learn how to sell, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to show you. I'm on the phones every single day, just like I'm about to get on here in the next 30 minutes, and I will show you. Talk is cheap. You know, people can talk, but very little people will show you documentation, and very little people will show you what they do. I will show you both. My documentation history, as well as how I sell my policies every day. And if you can duplicate it, let's go to work. So with that said, you guys enjoy your day. Let's make this week productive and see you guys at the top. Peace.